Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. Jackson and the London Bulldogs taking on Matt Ryan and the Orlando Sentinels.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Orlando Sentinels and the London Bulldogs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club, they were winners last time. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Complete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the
first rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I always hope for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
On third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And it's good to make it 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 72 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before on a screen pass. Not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Sentinels 7, Bulldogs 3.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run the draw play with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Ryan's pass complete to number 18. Touchdown, Orlando.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
Bulldogs 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. London about set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Good chance. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Throwing again. Jackson got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's good. 4.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. After 1, a 14-3 ball game. Here's 2nd and a yard. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Robert Tanyan. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson.
And this is caught at the 8. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw is Jackson. Oh, my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues.
The ball carrier.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
London about set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Stepping up, he'll try and run. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of... It's clear! Touchdown! Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one's going to be knocked away. And
stop. This defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
First down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
5-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back across the Atlantic to London and rejoin Sir Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Orlando takes back over on offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 20.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again, Ryan. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career, and you realize it's not just about the numbers, it's about the accomplishments, it's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan.
Quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequential plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle, taken in. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Robert Tanyan. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 28-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. Third and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught left side, Williams.
Jamal.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, they'll start out with Matt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Lions pass.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Throw left side is complete to Reed. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the gun, it's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Orlando.
Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
28. Bulldogs 18.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The
catch and run pays off for 29 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
London, first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Brings up.
Operating from the gun. Jackson.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Makes the score Sentinels 28, Bulldogs 21.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Mack. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Throwing now is Ryan. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. second down. Here's a run with Mack. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Sounder now on the return. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for London, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.